Alright Kings, welcome to another video. It's your boy Shiraz here with another one for you today. Guys, very important video. Please watch to the end, it also helps support the channel. And you're going to get this really important information. I was going over this book that I sometimes read now and again. I read it last year and I was going over it again. 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Now you've obviously heard of this. If you're like me and your masculine essence, like shall we say, you're at your height of your masculinity, you should be reading books like this, guys. You should be working constantly on yourself and trying to develop yourself to become the best man possible. And you want to adopt and gather as much information to help you do this. And this is one of the books, guys, that you really need to get. I can't emphasize this, but I want to particularly for this video go on Law 34. Be royal in your own fashion. Okay, the title is, but Law 34 is act like a king to be treated like one, and this is so tantamount true. In today's society, guys, we are just human beings are just in such shells. And this is not their own fault. It's by design. The metric structure with the social programming, the amount of doom and gloom that's going on, the feminist agenda, the Hollywood machinery that basically hates men, guys. And I've done a video on this before. In fact, I'll link that one on as well. Hollywood hates men. I did a video on this. You need to go and check that video. It's very important. They've contributed to the emasculation of men so much, and this has been their agenda for the last God knows how, 20 years, even further than that. Don't think Hollywood cares for men, guys. And I mean, at one point they did have they created some of the most iconic masculine heroes, but it started to turn and men started to get emasculated more and more, and as incompetent, bumbling lead characters. And this was predominant in when these kind of Star Wars films started to reoccur, The Force Awakens, and they just emasculated every single iconic hero, guys. Certainly who the heroes that I grew up with, I was so sad to see they emasculated them. They emasculated Han Solo to the hands of some feminine actress like Daisy Ridley, and made this iconic character a second bumbling guy to her. And same with the co-star, John Boyega. He was like a bumbling fool and she was always correcting him and saving his ass, whereas it's usually the reverse role. If you look at old action stars, you see Indiana Jones it's just rescuing the dame all the time and telling the dame to shut up, the old masculine way, where he's like, just come on, Gate goes. Like, I can't remember the quotes that Indiana Jones does, but a lot of the time he just tells the chick off and gets on with the mission. Those days are gone now, guys. Okay, so we've digressed here, but I want to get into the context of what I'm trying to say to you. So these were the great days of men, and now all this machinery has caused us to go into our shells, men to go in their shells. People don't want to peacock. They don't want to show themselves off. They want to be proud of themselves. And this law basically tells you, instructs you how you should really carry yourself, and how this can influence your environment and how people see you. Basically, as it is, act like a king to be treated like a king. Guys, I'm telling you that this is honestly psychologically true. I mean, I've always organically walked in my own skin. I've always been proud of who I am. I've always walked, no matter where I was in life, no matter what I had, I always walked with pride. It was just an organic thing. But when I read this book, I thought, right, okay, this stuff does relate, does make sense. There must be something to this. And when you do have that pride in yourself and you walk like a king, people will subconsciously pick that up and start treating you that way. They will respond to you that way. What he says in here, I'm not going to read all of it, guys, because it's a long chapter, but What he says here, judgment, the way you carry yourself will often determine how you are treated. And that's, guys, that's honestly so true. In the long run, appearing vulgar or common will make people disrespect you. And this is so true. And guys, women do this a lot, certainly in the region I'm in, and I'll explain that in a second. For a king respects himself and inspires the same sentiment in others. And this is also tantamount so true. By acting regally and confident of your powers, you make yourself seem destined to wear a crown. And this is the truth, guys. People, this is a world of perception. Your life is a world of perception. It's how you perceive things. This is how the law of assumption works, guys. The law of assumption, if you don't know, is a metaphysical law, and we all run on assumptions, guys. Whether you believe in this stuff or not, you're living your life through assumptions. It's happening unconsciously. You're living your life through assumptions. Literally, you're creating it, even if you're aware of it or not. You are working through this law, and this is completely true. That we're in a perceptive world, and people will perceive you as you perceive yourself. By acting regally and confidently of your powers, you make yourself seem destined to wear a crown, and people will pick that up and treat you in that manner. And this is a particular good point. As children, we start our lives with great exuberance, expecting and demanding everything from the world. That's so true, guys. That's so true on a manifestation point of view as well. But when we become adults, we don't think we can get that. And when you go back to manifestation and you understand manifestation, this is how you should ask for things or draw things into you, is go back to that childlike belief, make plans like an adult and follow through, and believe in them, and believe in them like a child, believe in those dreams like a child, like you can get it. And it says this generally carries over into our first 40s into society as we begin our careers. But as we grow older, the rebuffs and failures we experience set up boundaries that only get firmer with time. Coming to expect less from the world, we accept limitations that are really self-imposed. We start to bow and scrape and apologise for even the simplest of requests. The solution to such a shrinking of horizons is to deliberately force ourselves in the opposite direction, to downplay the failures and ignore the limitations, to make ourselves demand and expect as much as the child. See that, guys? Did you hear that? That was a key point. To accomplish this, we must use particular strategies upon ourselves. Call it the strategy of the crowd. And basically what is saying here is, guys, go back to your childlike horror. Go back to the childlike belief, how children just, when they want something, they got it, they make demands. And because we're hammered down through society, we lose these inherent qualities we have, especially as men, guys. You have to see yourself as the best. You have to have that delusional kind of thing. And I was always like this when I was younger, guys. I always go back to that analogy of when I used to play badminton. I was one of the best in the West of Scotland League. I was beating people in the Scotland squad, and I wasn't even in the Scotland squad because I had that innate belief in myself that no, I'm the best. I can beat everybody. Not in an arrogant sense, guys. There's a slight bit of it's just confidence. And this is what it's saying. It's saying that's been hammered out of us, and that's by design. As I said earlier on in this video, the Matrix does this by design, guys, through fear mongering, through their systems of structures that they've got in place, and obviously, as aforementioned, the indoctrinations of the machinery they use. So they make us less men, more emasculated men, and we don't want to go out there and think we can achieve or get what we want, guys. And I've been victim of this. Sometimes doubting. Everybody doubts. Every human being doubts. I'm not this kind of expert in this. We all have doubts. These doubts always pop up, but we've got to fight it. We've got to have that self-belief. And this chapter is very, very important, guys. As I said, I've organically had this, but sometimes it's went away, and now that I reinforce it, and certainly I've been reinforcing it, guys, and it's become a strength of mine. and it says this important part, guys. I'm not going to read all of this. It says the strategy of the crown is based on a simple chain of cause and effect. If we believe we are destined for great things, our belief will radiate outward. Just as a crown creates an aura around a king, this outward radiance will infect the people around us, who will think we must have reason to feel so confident. And guys, it's so true. It's so true. Um, Now when I go into shops, guys, I used to say can I have, and this is no joke. I used to say can I have this, can I? I don't do that anymore, guys. There's just this set in stone knowing. I want. It's like a demand. I'm in there and I want. Or give me this. These are the kind of terminologies I use now, guys. It's not arrogant in any sense. It's a power. It's taking power in your own hands. Being the type of man that's confident, the type of man that knows what he wants. Sometimes when I go in, when I go in for a hot chocolate, um, in my leisure time, I know what I want. Give me the hot chocolate, 85% takeaway cup, lots of whipped cream. Get on my cheat day, and that's it. How much is that? Give me that. I want that. That's how guys I ask for things now. Whereas before it was like, can I have, and that's a weakness. That's an unconfident person, guys. That's an unconfident man. And see, the more, it's not arrogant, guys. Don't think it's arrogant. See, the more you adopt these things, the more you adopt that kind of characteristic, and it becomes your character, guys. That's going to filter into your life. You're going to just make more demands of yourself. You're going to want better. And this is what this chapter is telling you. Act like a king to be treated like a king. No matter where I go now, I'll always walk with this regalness. I'll always walk in the assumption that I'm important. And you have to do that. And people will react to it. People will treat you better. Honestly, guys, try it for a month. Try it for a week. Watch how people treat you. Even when I walk in the gyms, guys, there's a lot bigger guys than me. There's a lot, more jack guys than me. But I still walk around that gym, guys, like a lion. Okay. Why? Because it's just part of my character now. My dad was very regal in that way, guys. He wasn't He wasn't a known person in the world. He was a humble person. He had a lot of traits that he never used. He had a lot of strengths that he never used, and a lot of talent that he never used. Unfortunately, because he brought up his family, and he was a good father, and he brought up his kids and stuff. So he never really fulfilled his talents and his dreams. But he was always a regal man. There was people higher up than him, maybe people with more status in the business community. But whenever he walked anywhere, he always had this regalness, king-like demeanor, and people, even the men who were more kind of higher status positions, would always treat my dad with this kind of king-like respect, because my dad had his regalness. Now he obviously had that, and said that he didn't adopt these characteristics. My father always had this organically. I think I've got it from him organically, guys. I'm lucky in that way because obviously I'm his son, and like I adopt these traits genetically, but also, when reading this, you re-emphasize these things. You sometimes bring yourself back to it, because life can knock you, guys. It's truly true. Life can knock you. You're not like like that as a child. As a child, guys, you think you can get everything. As a child, you're so you have 100% belief in your abilities, and they do hammer it out of you. So you've got to become that type of man, this type of man, act like a king to be treated like a king. And this is going to filter through everything, guys, especially with these modern day females, guys. Too many men. This is the problem with simps. This is the traits of simps, and this is what's happened, and why simps have destroyed, contributed to female delusion. They don't act like a king. They don't walk in the assumption of this king-like demeanor. They are but see themselves as below that, not having these kind of traits, and like I'm the best, and walk with that regality and royalty. And they think they're less, and they pander to women. Guys, when I walk back by even an 8 or 9, right? I'm talking about scales. If you don't know what that means, scales of a woman's looks or sexual like attraction. even when I walk past the eights or nines, and you get a lot of these kind of eights and nines or 304s in the gym, guys. Well, if you don't know what a 304 is, go and do your research. Maybe that's a video for another time. But um, lost my train of thought here. I walk past these eights or nines like they're nothing, guys. Like I'm the prize, and I've done a video on that as well before. You are the prize. Go watch that one as well. I'll link all these videos, guys, at the end of this. So you've got to walk like a king, guys, and that will reflect. Because, guys, I'm telling you, these females wonder why. What the hell is it about this guy? And I'm not doing it to get attention on them, guys. I've got no interest in getting attention off these females, guys. I'm on a retention journey as well. I don't really care, guys. I'm not interested in even dating at the moment. I'm too busy on my purpose. I'm too busy building my empire, if you want to say. But I'm just giving you this example. This is what I do, and I do it in an organic sense. Because I do, yeah, I do walk like a king, guys, and I do believe in walking like a king, and I do believe in self-respect, and that's why, guys, I will filter. You won't settle for less quality women. You want if you do go down that path, you want the best looking women. I don't know what your preference is, big tits, whatever. Are you a tit man or whatever? I don't know what your preference is, but guys, um, you know, keep that to yourself. I don't want to know, but whatever your preference is, you should be aim for that. Why should you have the best? Why shouldn't you have the best looking women? And it's even they tell you this nonsense, guys, about it's not all about looks. Don't listen to this bullshit, right? Okay, it's not all about looks, guys, right? Just guys, people sprout off a lot of crap. Okay, I'm telling you, right? You should go out and get yourself, the best at the best, and you can get yourself the best at the best, but you have to have that mindset. Okay, and same with your friend situations, your social circle. Act like a king to be treated like a king. Would a king, if you're really acting like a king and getting treated like a king, would you be hanging around with the lowest quality of colleagues, the lowest quality of friends? Eliminate trash friends, guys. I'm telling you this. It's the biggest lesson I can give you. Eliminate loser friends. Now, I'm not saying that to be rude, but if you're hanging around with friends that don't have any ambition, that are doing the same thing they've done for 20 years, that are still out partying, drinking, that have no ambition, that don't want to do better, that don't want to improve every day, that's not you acting like a king. You should be wanting to spend your time in social circle with more regal type people, with people that act this way themselves, guys, and that's going to launch you to the next level. Um, Honestly, and it'll filter through everything: girlfriends, situationships, friendships, and people will notice it outside, guys. I'm telling you, guys. Even now, wherever I go, people treat you just with better respect. Honestly, try it for a week, try it for a month. Comment down below. What do you think? Do you go into shops, guys? Do you speak this way? Do you put yourself in your shell? Do you put yourself in your limits? Don't do that, guys. So get this book, The 48 Laws of Power, guys. Very, very good book. Very, very good book for men, guys. I would say it's very good for you as a guy, especially to navigate yourself in this world, guys, because you've got to be smart in this. But guys, sorry about this camera. It goes down. Has anybody got any ideas how to keep this set light? It goes down after a while, and I can never figure it out. But especially in this kind of world, guys. I'm not getting paid to advertise this, guys. I'm trying to help you out. This is a very, very good book. Certainly, this world, guys, it gives you tips that I'm not going to go over, how to navigate certain things, and how to navigate human and social behavior. And you need to know that, guys. Just on a quick note, there's one law in here which is quite significant to women's manipulation. I think um, it says never take sides, in one of the laws, and never take anybody's side to an argument. And that's particularly interesting because women will tend to get men into arguments trying, oh, did you see that, and this guy did this and this guy did that, um, to entice a man into an argument, to defend them, to take their side, or get them on their side um, for some defense, or to go against a neighbor or something. And You don't do that, guys. You remain calm. Very, very interesting, because one of my neighbours here, she was trying to do a similar thing to a new neighbour that moved in, and I don't really speak to her much, guys, because it's not the best quality of female, and she was basically mouthing off about the other neighbour, and this is a tactic that this book's telling you: never take sides. And I just kind of play, oh, that's terrible, and I played it down. But I didn't give an opinion on it, nor did I get involved in it. You see, this is a very good book. So, yeah, act like a king to be treated like a king. Certainly with women, certainly with society, guys, and it really, really does help navigate you, guys. You'll see changes. Honestly, you really will see changes. Um, yeah, 44 Laws of Power, Robert Greene, guys. Get this book, guys. Read it. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, guys. We are growing, guys. We are growing. We are growing. We are nearly at 500 subscribers, guys. Let's get to 500, guys, and let's grow this channel. Because we've got a lot more gems coming up for you guys. This is a manosphere channel, guys. So it's in general. I don't talk about one subject. I talk about all subjects I think is relevant for men in this, including semen retention, including fitness, including all these things, and including life in general. And of course, we don't want to forget about female nature is the big one. It's my most favorite, guys. Guys, I just love exposing the Monday female for what they really are, because I think men need to, well, hell, they are waking up. I think men need to wake up much quicker, and they are, and these women are feeling the recompense of their actions, and it's so satisfying to see. Sorry, guys, I know I'm smirking, but it really is, because I don't feel sorry for them, guys. They have rejected so many men in their lifetime, and they've rejected so many nice guys, and now they're feeling the effects of that, now that their sexual market value is totally gone down, and now they make demands, guys, on men about what they want. Hell no, man. Hell no. And on this channel, guys, I'm going to expose it. I'm going to continue to expose it, and I'm going to enlighten men on this channel. Okay, guys, we're 22 minutes into this, guys. Long video today, but I thought very, very interesting piece of content for you today, guys. Get this book, 48 Laws of Power. I'm surprised, guys, they haven't got rid of this book. I'm very, very surprised at that. It's kind of like a personal development book as well, guys, because there's a couple of things he says in here that, just before I go, there's a couple of things he says in here that's quite interesting, that's quite relevant to your success. Just before I go, guys, I came across it. Where was it? I'll see if I can find it. If I can, I'll maybe do it on another. Yeah, here it is. Law number 28. Just quickly for you guys. Enter action with boldness. If you are unsure of a course of action, do not attempt it. Your doubts and hesitations, will infect your execution. Timidity is dangerous. Better to enter with boldness. Any mistake you commit through audacity are easily corrected with more audacity. Everyone admires the bold. No one honors the timid. Very, very good start of this law 28, guys, and that is reflective of a project success, or something you want to do, or a goal to get to that successful goal. Don't enter it with timidness, because this is what leads to failure, guys. I've been there, I've done it myself. Too timid to do something. But now when I see something, or there's a goal, guys, I'll just go into that hell for leather. It's a bit like it's a bit like the squat, guys. When you're going into a squat, you're doing a heavy weight, guys. You've got to go in with sheer confidence and boldness that you can do it, and boldness in life in general. Okay, guys, it's 24 minutes into this. I know it's been a long one. Thanks for watching, guys. If you did watch to the end, I'm going to leave it here, guys. Until the next video, guys, thank you for supporting the channel, guys. We are growing, and I'm so grateful to you all for helping out grow this channel. With that said, guys, I'm going to leave it here. It's very late from where I am. I've just done a blaster of the week, guys. Back is better. I've been squatting, guys, getting the gains back. So Yeah, happy with that. So, guys, till next one, take care. Shiraz out. We'll see you soon.